Quarantine, another film that I think is an absolute load of rubbish. So there we go, we've got some films in succession here. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. Pandorium, which is no bad at all. Pleasantly surprised by that. If I mind right, the slipcase in this is kind of lenticular. Resident Evil, this is a kind of CGI cartoony thing. I've never watched this yet. I've had this for a while and I've just never got around to watching it. Unborn, cover art on this is just spectacular. I do love the lenticular cover on that, but the film is just pretty crap. It's not that great at all. Just get this son of a bitch back in. Feast, the trilogy. Enjoyed all these films. I mean, the quality kind of dips the further it goes on as with most films, but it's a no bad trilogy at all. Daybreakers, vampire film, it's no bad. Yep, it's pretty no bad at all. Exorcist, I've wanted to get the Blu-ray for this. I went to get it when it first came out, but this is the snapper case version. I wanted it for the director's cut, Ken, but I hadn't really that long got that. I mean, it was £2 for that. I hadn't long picked that up, so I wasn't really willing to go and watch it straight away. So I was really waiting to come down in price, so that's what I've done. I will get it probably before the year's out. Need to do it by the time it gets to Halloween again. Devil's Advocate, Al Pacino just getting an absolute outstanding performance in this. I mean, the last kind of big rant that he gives is brilliant. I love that film. The Cube box set. I like these films an awful lot. The first one is just terrific. The quality does dip after that, but on the whole I love them. They're not the best films by any means, but the first one, I mean, the first one deserves a Blu-ray release. If that comes out in Blu-ray, that's a double dip, 100%. It's not anamorphic as far as I can mind on DVD, and it's definitely needed an upgrade, but I do love the first one. What else have we got? Right, so The Grudge, which is the remake, Gothica and Boogeyman. I've never seen Boogeyman. Gothica wasn't really that brilliant, and The Grudge is alright. It's not bad. I've never watched the original version of The Grudge or anything like that. Here we go. 13 Ghosts, Darkness Falls, and the Night 11 Dead remake. Night 11 Dead remake, Tom Savini remake is absolutely brilliant. I love that. I mean, terrific. It doesn't really get that much love. It does now. I mean, amongst the kind of horror community and that, kind of, a lot of like folk will say that this is really good, but back in the day when this first came out, it didn't really get kind of that much love at all. It deserves a lot of praise because of the amount of zombies that films that's came out since this was made in like 1990. Most of them are just rubbish in comparison. The zombies in this are probably some of the best zombies that you'll see on screen. They're that realistic, I mean, they put a lot of work into like going to autopsies and stuff, just to get the details, to get the look of the zombies, and it shows on screen. It's brilliant. I do love this. Tony Todd before Candyman, playing Ben, and yep, highly recommended. Darkness Falls is no bad. It's alright. I mean, it's one of the films that got kind of slagged on when it first came out, but I thought it was alright. And 13 Ghosts is not bad at all. I can't mind it much yet, but I can mind I liked it. Trapped, Identity, which is an excellent film. I like this. It's a good wee film, John Cusack. And The Bone Collector, which is Angelina Jolie's early films, and Denzel Washington in that, of course. Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. This is like one of these releases that kind of came out a while back in the UK when they were in these clamshell things, which didn't last long, that type of packaging. But anyway, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. Not much needs to be said about that. It's a brilliant film. Superb. In fact, this actually should be on another bit because this was made in the 80s. In fact, I'll leave that out and shift it over because that's in the wrong section. It's an 80s movie. Misery, another Stephen King set. Misery, The Dark Half, and Carrie. Two brilliant films. Again, no bad film. George Romero, of course, on The Dark Half. Misery, absolutely terrific. Nothing needs to be said about that. I mean, Kathy Bates just getting an outstanding performance in that. Silence of the Lambs, this is the Digipack version, original UK release. Nice packaging, amazing film, brilliant. Watched that countless times, used to have that in VHS of course. Species, slightly overrated. I mean, talk about underrated films, this is overrated. It's not really that brilliant. It's alright. Natasha Henstridge, I think, got married, or like if you're not in Scotland, got married to Darius, who's a guy who comes from Glasgow, and I mean, honestly, I watched this, to me she could have the pick anybody, and she ended up going for Darius, so I don't know, it's, to me, kind of feels a wee bit of respect right there for this film. The Crazies, this is a remake version and the original version. The remake version is actually not too bad at all. This is HMV exclusive slipcase because it has the two in it, by the way. But the original, it's not the best of George Romero films, but it is an excellent film. I do like this. Something about the kind of early Romero pictures, like Dawn of the Dead and that, they kind of had a certain look and feel to them. So this kind of captures that kind of era. And the remake is actually not bad. It's one of the better remakes that's came out in recent years. It's not bad at all. This is a 4-disc version of Halloween. I always wanted to get the big box set for Halloween, but it got deleted and it just goes for crazy prices, so I never bothered. The rest of the films aren't that great anyway. But I would, if I ever come across it, or if I ever do a re-release of the rest of the Halloween films again, I will buy it. But this is a 4-disc edition, it's got the comic and everything in it. Kind of like the definitive release. On DVD, of course there'll be a Blu-ray version. This is Triangle. I've never watched this yet. It's a lenticular cover. Done Dead Digipack version. Just amazing film. I mean, it's just, I love this film. It's terrific. But again, it's another remake. Dusk Till Dawn 2 and 3. This is it's got the Amory version of the film in it. I just got this for the second and third gen. The third gen's better than the second. Bruce Campbell's at the start of the second gen, and it kind of it goes downhill after that. But it's nice to have the wee cameo by Bruce Campbell. Mimic 2 and Mimic 3. No bad films. First gen's actually not too bad at all. It's an alright trilogy. Final Destination movies. I've never seen the 3D version, but the first two are excellent, unless I pick up for £1 or something. Dead Silence, Shrooms and Wind Chill. They're alright. I mean, this was a cheap box set, and for the price set, these were all watchable. Shrooms kind of been the weakest out of it. Sweeney Todd, musical, Johnny Depp. It's a good film. It's not bad at all. Yep. I mean, I do like musicals. I'm going to admit it. I like musicals, and having a musical mixed with horror, again, just win-win. Van Helsing. I mean, it's an alright kind of popcorn movie. It's not bad. Kind of like obviously throwback to Universal movies, but it's not great. Jaws. That's a Digipack version of that, of course, and this is Digipack version of Jaws. Which has got the full version of the documentary and blah de blah, but excellent film. Jaws is one of my favourites. Just brilliant. This is MVC exclusive here in the UK version. It's the Digipack version 28 days later. I can mind to showing this back in the day when I had this and everybody was clamouring to get a copy, going to eBay, and so I've seen a lot of folk with this now, but as far as I can, back in the day, like 5-6 years ago, on import forums, I was one of the first folk to show this. And it's kind of became like a sought after version of the film to get. Same with this, Dog Soldiers. Again, it's MVC, it's a Digipack version. It came from MVC exclusive, and since MVC shut down, it's quite hard to get this. Again, a lot of folk eBay them. I got this when it originally came out, and the same with MVC version of Resident Evil Digipack, and I got this when it came out. And again, a lot of folk try and get this. All you collectors out there. I'm not really a collector. I get films when they come out. I get films that I like. I'm not a collector. I didn't go and pay crazy money and go on eBay and stuff like that. I didn't do that. Most of the films that you see here, I get because I love them, or I get because they're cheap. but I didn't get to actually specifically collect them. I like looking at people who they collect them, their collections, just to to see the stuff. But I wouldn't pay the money for most of the stuff that you guys have got. I mean, fair play to you that you have got them and the money to spend on the editions, but it's just not for me. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Brilliant film, digipack version. There was a white version of this. A lot of folk actually get confused and think this is the exclusive version that was in Virgin Megastores, but it's no. The white version was the exclusive version. The black version was just the standard UK version. Zombie Strippers. It's a nice slipcase in this. This is no bad film. I mean, as zombie films go, like the gazillion that's came out in the past wee while, this is actually not too bad at all. Survival of the Dead, George Romero, definitely the weakest of the Dead films that he's brought out. I mean, Diary of the Dead is not too bad, but Survival of the Dead, some no bad scenes in it, but overall it's just not very good. Come on George, what you doing? Gies another dawn, gies another day, gies another night, but didn't gie us this pish. Right, Diary of the Dead, this is a steelbook edition, it comes in this nice slipcase, this is a Play.com exclusive. Trilogy of the Dead, this is a nice digipack. I mean, the packaging for this is really nice, it's an Anchor Bay release, but as far as the actual contents, there's nothing special about this box set. The documentaries, the extras documentaries that you get is quite nice, and also the version of Dawn of the Dead that's on this is the cut version, but it's got a brilliant version with Thomas Savini. I think it's Sazo, I'm not sure, can't mind who else is on it. But anyway, the commentary on this is brilliant, right? And it's worth owning this box set just for that commentary. It really is a terrific commentary. When like no far from here where I stay is Dunblane, when all the kids were killed in Dunblane, obviously when they re-released this film, the scene where the zombie kids get shot, they cut that out. So there's a bit where Thomas Savini talks about the kind of Dunblane kids and the reason that it's actually been edited. So it's brilliant to have. All the versions I've got, I wouldn't get rid of it because the commentary on this is terrific, even though the movie's edited. But the packaging for this is really quite nice. I don't know, most folk will probably have seen it, but it's just the way that it's got the dawn there, and it opens up and you've got Night of the Dead, and it opens up and Day of the Dead for the full gatefold. The thing is, there's quite a few errors on this. There you've got the picture of Dawn of the Dead there, Flyboy, under Day of the Dead, and of course you've got Dr. Frankenstein there, but under Dawn of the Dead, so a few errors in the packaging.